Alright, grab your popcorn, because we're diving into one of the most epic battles in history, the Battle of Austerlitz, also known as the Battle of the Three Emperors. Picture this. It's December the 2nd, 1805, and the chill of winter hangs in the air. But trust me, it's about to get a whole lot hotter. Now, let's set the stage. Napoleon Bonaparte, the man, the myth, the legend, is at the helm of the French army. He's got a reputation for being pretty much unstoppable. But this time, he's up against a coalition of enemies that includes Russia and Austria. Before we dive into the action, let's talk numbers. Napoleon had around 73,000 troops. That might sound impressive, but his enemies? They boasted about 85,000 soldiers. But here's where things get interesting. Napoleon wasn't sweating it. In fact, he was confident. Overconfident, some would say. He had a plan, and it was audacious to say the least. He wanted to lure the Allied forces into a trap. As dawn broke on the battlefield, the fog rolled in, wrapping everything in a shroud of mystery. As the day progressed, he ordered his troops to feign weakness. Yes, you heard that right. He was playing possum. And that's exactly what happened. The Allies, led by Tsar Alexander I of Russia and Holy Roman Emperor Francis II, took the bait. But oh boy, did they underestimate Napoleon. As the Allied forces moved in, Napoleon struck back with lightning speed. It was chaos. Men shouting, cannons blazing, and the ground shaking beneath them. The French soldiers fought with a ferocity that was almost supernatural, driven by the sheer will to win. Now, let's talk tactics for a moment. Napoleon was a master of battlefield strategy. As the battle raged on, he executed a series of maneuvers that left the Allies reeling. But it wasn't just about the numbers or the tactics. It was about morale. As the battle progressed, the French soldiers fought like lions, pushing back against the overwhelming odds. As the fog began to lift, the true scope of the battle became clear. Napoleon seized the moment, launching a final decisive attack that would forever change the course of history. The French forces surged forward, driving the Allies back in a chaotic frenzy. It was a sight to behold, a display of military prowess that would be studied for centuries to come. But wait, it gets crazier. Just when it seemed like victory was assured, Napoleon's forces faced a fierce counterattack. The Allies, refusing to go down without a fight, rallied their troops and pushed back hard. Yet in a stroke of genius, Napoleon repositioned his troops once more. He called upon his elite Imperial Guard, the best of the best, to charge into the fray and turn the tide. And just like that, the battle reached its climax. The French forces overwhelmed the enemy, and the Allies began to crumble. By the end of the day, the Allies were in full retreat, and Napoleon emerged victorious. But the aftermath? Oh, it was just as wild. The Battle of Austerlitz is often considered Napoleon's greatest victory. But the story doesn't end there. The fallout from Austerlitz was immense. You see, while Austerlitz was a victory, it also sowed the seeds of future conflict. The coalition wars were just beginning, and Austerlitz would become a symbol of both greatness and impending doom. And let's not forget about the legends that arose from this battle. As time went on, historians and military strategists studied the Battle of Austerlitz in detail. So, as we wrap up this wild ride through the Battle of Austerlitz, remember this: history is full of twists and turns. And there you have it, the crazy story of the Battle of Austerlitz.